What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Arch Talks podcast. Today I'm sitting here with the marketing mogul, known none other as Mr. Jared Curry. Jared is in high school, actually goes to the same high school as me right now. However, he's way more successful in what he does. And today we're going to talk about what Jared does exactly. So Jared, first tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so first off, thank you for having me on the show. So basically, I'm a young entrepreneur. I've been doing digital marketing for a while, and I started this business to help businesses grow, and I've been doing a lot of other things. So basically how I started reading some books about other successful people, and that motivated me to start my own company. So I started doing things like my vending machine, my ATM, and then digital marketing, and then a lot of other things so that I can bring in some income, as well as provide value to other people's lives.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So your marketing business, Scope 16, how did you get started with that?
Basically, Billy Wilson, who is my mentor, he mentored me throughout digital marketing, and he showed me how I can start my own agency and start making 6 to 7 figures a year with digital marketing. So I got his course, he mentored me, and he taught me how I can start my agency. So that's how I really got started, and then that made me to the person I am today.
I see. So I understand you're also selling an ebook, teaching people how to...
Yes. So we're actually not selling it, we're giving it away because, like I said, I'm trying to provide as much value as I can for people like you. So I'm teaching people about digital marketing in this free book, and of course I'm going to get their emails, and we're going to be doing email marketing, of course, to get them as clients, but essentially we're giving away some free value for people so that they can learn the aspects about digital marketing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's really generous of them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about your vending machine business.
So my vending machine business, ever since I was a young kid, I always wanted to have a vending machine business because I wanted passive income.
Why?
I wanted passive income. I don't know.
Is there anything about vending machines that really just strikes the eye to you, or is it just...
You can make money while not doing any work.
So talk to us about that. How does it work?
So basically, I restocked the machines. I found the location. I'm actually going to be selling a course soon on how to start your own vending machine business. So make sure you guys check that out. But basically, I found a location, got the machine, restocked it with snacks and drinks and all that stuff, and then just sell it that way. So once it runs out, I go back, refill it, things like that.
It's cool. Okay, and also about your ATM business. I understand.
Oh yeah.
You sound like you're running multiple businesses, guys.
So
how old are you again, Jared?
I'm 17 years old. I started
running
doing all this
multiple
at 16. You guys can do the exact same thing. That's what I want you guys to get from this episode. But basically, my ATM business, that's my newest business. I started this with my other partner, Vikram Kalsi, and we've been doing that. So I found some YouTube videos, of course, on how to start an ATM business. And what struck me was that you can be making an extra $1,000 a month with just one location by having an ATM machine.
Yeah.
So what I did, I went out, got an ATM, I took a loan out from my parents, got an ATM, I paid back the loan already, found a location for it, put it in there, and started making money that way. So basically, whenever people pull money from the ATM, they pay me $2.97. So 10 transactions a day, that's about $900 a month in revenue.
Okay, so how many vending machines and ATMs do you have right now?
So right now we're doing 3 vending locations and we have 2 ATM locations, and we really just started doing all of that probably like 3 or 4 months ago. So we're growing pretty fast.
I see. Again, going back to the idea, you're still 17, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your background wise.
Of course. So ever since I was a young kid, my dad brought me up in his business. And he owns a bunch of different businesses. So I've always been interested in business and everything that encompasses it.
Yeah.
So since he taught me so much about it, and since I've been raised up in that mindset of not being an employee and not working for money, but having money work for me, I always wanted to start my own business.
Of course.
So at the age of 16, I read the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Can't stop talking about it.
And you know, I'm obsessed with Robert Kiyosaki. I love him.
Insanely. I'm not even, can't even exaggerate how creepy this obsession is, but yeah, it's great.
I love that man. But I've read all of his books and I just love everything that he says. And he talks about passive income, making money work for you. And ever since reading that book, I've been really pursuing my dreams of becoming an entrepreneur and opening up multiple different streams of income that generate me money without having to do any real work. And I'm making more money than most of my teachers, so it's really exciting.
So actually, on that note of Robert Kiyosaki, you know us a lot about real estate investing. Is that something you want to do in the future?
I definitely want to get into real estate investing. I'm actually doing an apprenticeship for Gomez Group. It's a big real estate development company in New Jersey. They actually have 1,000 units, so it's a pretty decent sized company. So I'm working with the owner directly. He's teaching me about real estate investing. Yeah.
He's your mentor, right?
Yeah. So he's teaching me about real estate investing, and I'm learning all the tricks of the trade. So by the time I turn 18, I'm hoping that I can buy my first property and start building more passive income streams and really start the foundation to growing my real estate empire.
Definitely. That's amazing, dude. That's great. So what would you say motivates you to do all this? Aside from, you know, your parents running businesses, like what makes you want to do this yourself?
Wow. That's a great question. So, what motivates me? You know.
Wait, let me rephrase it. Is it money you're after, or
No.
is it just that freedom that you can get from money?
So it's a lot of different things.
Okay.
Of course, I want the money so that I can get the freedom, like you said,
Of course.
the freedom to do whatever I want, to live the life I want, without having to rely on a paycheck, without having to rely on a boss telling me what to do, without working a 9 to 5 for the next 40 years, and then retiring at the age of 65. And then not having too many years left of life to really enjoy. So my plan is to honestly not stop working, but to retire at the age of 30, meaning I'd never have to work again. And if I want to, then that's great. And if I don't want to, I don't have to. So that's my ultimate goal. But really what motivates me is I want to build generational wealth for my family, because I know I'm going to have, in the future, I'm going to have people that are going to rely on me and depend on me. I want generational wealth for my employees, the people that work with me. And they're really my team members, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do anything that I can do. So I want to make sure that I can help as many people as I can with businesses. And I believe that owning a business can help as many people as you possibly would like to.
Absolutely, I fundamentally agree with you on that. So now, here's the kicker, right?
Okay.
I've heard, a little birdie once told me that you lean towards the conservative right when it comes to political views. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so I like to think of myself as a moderate. You know, George Washington, our first president, of course, he always said that political parties would ruin this country. And just to phrase it pretty quickly, but I strongly believe that political parties, there's pluses and minuses, of course, but I strongly believe that they divide us. But
Absolutely.
yes, I side toward the conservative side, but I like to think of myself as a moderate. I do side with a lot of their beliefs, and the reason why is because I don't believe in social programs. I believe in helping people, but I don't believe in giving people fish. I believe in teaching them how to fish. So I believe that the social programs that the left like to push, I believe that actually just entraps people into poverty and keeps them in the system. So I want to get people out of the system. I want people to learn how to do things for themselves and become as successful as they can, because we're in America, and I strongly believe that this is the greatest country on earth, and I believe that anyone can do whatever they put their minds to.
So, final question that has to do with politics.
Okay.
What do you think about Kanye West?
Well, I don't listen to his music, of course.
Okay.
I don't know too much about him, but
Political views, what?
wow.
Do you think he's smart for what he says online?
I think he should probably think twice before saying some of the things he says. But besides that, I can't judge the man. I don't really know him. I don't follow him too much. But it's all up to him at the end of the day.
I see. So what are your plans for the future, Jared?
Okay. So my plans after I graduate high school.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't plan to go to college, but I believe in education. I value education. You know that.
Yeah.
I read books constantly
Course.
buying courses.
Yeah.
So, but I also don't believe that schooling is the only way to get to where you want to go in life, and I don't believe that schooling is the proper education for someone who wants to go into business.
Mm-hmm.
So, after high school, I plan to take over my father's business full time, and then I plan to also grow it and include real estate investing into our portfolio and build a stronger empire with that. So that's my ultimate goal.
Cool. Okay. So what would you say to the parents that constantly push their kids? Because I know I'm from an Indian
Of course,
household,
yeah.
so you know if I ever tell my parents I'm going to college, like it's raps, it's
Yeah.
no more arch. So what would you say to those parents who strongly believe in you know the system benefiting people?
Yeah.
Because there are cases of where the system
course.
doesn't benefit people, but there's also cases where people you know walk away from the system and do really well too. So
Of course. So, right now, students' loan debt is, I believe, I just heard it was at $22 trillion. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but it's really high. 73% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So we all have to ask ourselves, where's college actually getting America? We're not as innovative as we once were before. So we're in tremendous amounts of debt. And by the way, student loan debt is the #1 asset of the government. All the loans that you get for college, it's all coming from the government. So you owe the government for the rest of your life, and the government loves that. So you have to ask yourself, are they trying to trap you in the system? And I'm not saying that, I'm not advocating that they're doing that. But what I am saying is that you have to really ask yourself, what do you want to do in life, and do you need college to do it? If you want to be a doctor, heck, you're going to have to go to college.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you want to go into business, I believe that actually getting some experience by starting your own business or doing an apprenticeship for someone for 4 years is far greater than learning from a college professor who most likely hasn't started their own business ever before in life, but who just knows things from a textbook.
That's facts. Absolutely agree with that. So as for charity work, have you done any charity work before?
So yeah, every year since I was in the 4th grade, I believe, I've been doing something called St. Baldrick's. And St. Baldrick's is where I shave my head for kids with cancer, and each year I raise over $1,000 to help fund and cure cancer research. And I started doing this because my uncle actually passed away from lung cancer. I'm glad I'm doing something now to stop that and to help people. But basically, St. Baldrick's, they donate money and they grant people money who do research to help prevent and cure cancer. So that's basically where all and most of my money is going toward. And then at the end of every month, from all the profits that I'm getting from my various companies, I'm also donating to something called Stand for Trees. And basically what they do, they plant trees and protect rainforests around the world. So that's helping to, not, of course, eliminate global warming, but at least slow down.
Of course. Awesome. So that's all the time we have today. Thank you, Jerry, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be seeing a lot more of you guys soon. Have a good day.
Thank you.